Okay, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, Tiger fans, as well as G-Man fans. Welcome everybody here to Newton Falls High School for today's softball contest between the Newton Falls Lady Tigers and the Lady G-Men of Garrettsville. I will be your host this morning, Mark Baker. I'm filling in for Mr. Eric Thompson, who is unable to be here due to a family issue. We certainly give our thoughts out to Mr. Thompson. And this is matched up to be an excellent softball game. These two teams played each other last evening. Newton Falls was victorious in a 7-6 game. It certainly was a nail-biter down to the very end. There were some runners on base in the bottom of the seventh inning, and the G-men pushed a run across to make it 7-6. I believe Sophie Tavarich ended up striking out the last two batters in the game to seal a victory for the Lady Tigers. And today certainly appears to pick right up where that one left off. Coming into today's contest, the Lady Tigers are 4 overall with a 3-2 record in the league. This is I've got to watch several softball games so far this year as well. Our first batter up today will be Miss Kahn for the G-men. As we start the game off, number 22, that would be Kendall Hahn. I believe we have a 2-0 count. The leadoff batter for the G-men, a classic left-handed slap hitter. Last night did a nice job really trying to get the ball on the ground and use her speed as her offensive weapon. Really did a nice job with that yesterday evening. The Tigers battled that. I believe she reached on base one time yesterday evening. I believe we're 2-2 in the count. Count 2-2. She said they have a lot of great singular moments in the game, but unable to string some things together. We have a hit to Zoe Mcelrath, and we are safe at first. And there you go. There's that left-handed speed, that slap hitting there for Kendall Hahn. Miss Seaman, another multiple sport athlete. Sydney Seaman, I believe, also a basketball player. Probably some soccer in there. You're going to see multiple sport athletes here. Shows bunt, and we have a steal attempt, and we are safe at second base. So Miss Hahn will get her stolen base of the afternoon, and the G-men are kind of in business there with a runner on second and nobody out. Sydney Seaman back into the box and pitch. A little bit high there for a ball. And we have a pop out of bounds, foul ball. Again, talking to Coach Fallhaber for the G-men, a lot of singular moments, but she said a really difficulty kind of stringing some things together. You would notice that if you've been watching the Tigers play as well. They've been hitting the ball really well, but unfortunately it seems like every time there's a good hit, they're hitting it right at somebody's glove. But good things on the rise for both of these teams as we continue through league play. See some warmer temperatures. And there's another foul ball for Miss Seaman. And go back into the box. I believe we have a 1-2 count. 2-2, excuse me. Sophia Tavarich will be our pitcher for today. To cover the outfield here, we'll have Joelle Hood will be playing first base, her typical spot. Danielle Drake behind the plate here to start the game. Emily Knight at second base. Pitch again, and she draws a walk. G-men in business here with runners on first and second and nobody out here in the first inning. Chloe Butler playing shortstop. Zoe Mcelrath will get the start here at third base. In left field, we'll have Olivia Valo, Lexi Drake in center, as well as Maddie Powell in right field. Up to bat, we have number 11. We have Ketley Fresh for the G-men. Got a big lead off first base there for Miss Seaman. Ketley takes a strike on her first pitch there. Sophie Tavarich deals, and strike again. 0-2 in the count. One thing, if you get to watch Newton Falls pitcher Sophie Tavarich, it does seem to me that as the game goes on, she just gets
she seems to get better. Like she just warms up and just keeps dealing and dealing. She's a true pitcher. Oh, we have a pitch goes to the backstop, and the runners will advance to second and third. Not sure, it was a little bit of a wild pitch, with just a hair over second and third, and nobody out. You're in the top of the first inning. There's a ball. And again, Sophie, she's a true pitcher. That's what she does. And it seems like the more she pitches, the better she gets as the game goes on. There's a big. I do believe Sophie has some interest up of their list, as Sophie would like to pursue, I believe, civil engineering. There's a foul on the first pitch here for number 6. We have Montana Mcgranahan. Pretty sure I recognize that name from volleyball as well as probably basketball. Another multiple sport athlete there. So we have an 0-1 count to start the at-bat here. Sophie Tavard standing in, getting a sign from Danielle Drake. And batter calls time, back into the box. Here we go. Our 0-1 count. And pitch. Maybe a rise ball there. And here we go, the wind-up pitch. Ooh, and there's a foul tip, almost back into the glove right there. I believe that's going to even the count. Montana looking in the dugout, checking signs from Coach Fallhaber, I assume. No, Fallhaber's down there on third base, excuse me. Ball and 2 strikes is a count. Here comes the pitch. And we have a fly ball to right center field, and we have a diving catch made by Lexi Drake there. Fantastic. Runner tags and goes, and she's going to be safe at the plate. She avoided the tag. Yes, she did. It was a good throw coming in from the outfield, from a relay coming from Lexi Drake to Emily Knight and on into the home base. And the runner just barely avoided that tag. Almost kind of an awkward slide there in the home plate. But the runner, G-Men strike first, but pushed 2 runs across here in the first inning. And still only 1 out in the inning. A spectacular catch there in the outfield by Lexi Drake. She had a play like that last evening as well. Foul ball. We have number 7, Cadence Mcgranahan, up to bat now. I believe Cadence is the older sister, as well as the catcher, I believe, for the G-Men. We'll start the count off with 0-1. And now we have no runners on base with 2 outs in the inning. Ooh, foul tip. Try to check her swing on that one and pull back. Count will go 0-2.
Jake, you didn't say Garfield girls
Granahan cleaning off her shoes here. Granahan had a good night at the plate last night. I know she reached on base at least 2 times in yesterday's contest. Really had some really lengthy at-bats, seeing a lot of pitches from Tavard, so she should definitely be very familiar with Sophie's pitches. Tavard's looking in to get the sign. And pitch down low for a ball. Good stop there by Danielle Drake. We have a 1-2 count. 2 outs here in the top of the first. Looks like a rise ball. It's just outside the zone there. Evens the count, 2-2. And a pitch. Again, down low. We have a full count. Whoops, Mcgranahan accidentally, she thought it was a full count there as well. Tosses her bat to the side. Oh, my mistake. It was ball 4. Next up to bat, I believe we have the pitcher for the G-Men, which would be number 20, Lizzie Moore. Courtesy runner going in for the catcher there on first base last night. The courtesy runner would have been 27, Allie Renowitz. Yeah, that was the courtesy runner yesterday evening as well. Definitely bringing some speed out of the dugout there for a courtesy runner for the catcher. And number 20, the batter, Lizzie Moore, is the pitcher for the G-men, and she pitched a gem last night. Tough, I'm tell you what, tough competitor as well. Unfortunately, she got, I believe she got hit with a pitch yesterday in the evening, and was able to shrug it off and just keep going on. Just great competitive spirits. First pitch is fouled out of play. Be an 0-1 count. 2 outs here in the top of the first. And that foul tip might have made it all the way to the track, so somebody's going to have to do a lap to go after that one. Look at the pitch. We have a short fly ball. Looks like it's going to drop in there right in between Butler and Valo. So again, the G-men in business here with 2 outs with runners on first and second. Renowitz on second with Lizzie Moore getting a base hit there, just barely out of the reach. And I think we may have another courtesy runner for the pitcher there on first base. And that looks like number 2, Gabrielle Groves, will be a courtesy runner there for the pitcher. We have a new batter here, number 26, which would be Maddie Wilson. Maddie just a sophomore for the G-men, and is our designated player for them. And we have a dropped ball there, and the runners will advance to second and third. Again, the G-men in business again with runners on second and third, and nobody out. 1 ball, no strikes. And Maddie Wilson here at the plate. Here's our pitch. Ooh, that looked like a good one. Yeah, she offered at it. She went all the way. That's a strike. That'll even the count at 1-1. Tigers looking to just get it out of the inning here. Another strike. Real nice pitch. Looked like it was on the inside, down by the knees. Tough ball to hit right there. And that'll make the count 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sophie Tavarich in looking for the sign. And looks like just a bit outside. We'll even the count here at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Tavarich getting the sign. Here we have pitch. It might have been a changeup there for strike number 3, and they get out of the inning. The G-men definitely strike first, getting 2 runs across the plate. Get a couple of several hits there in that inning. And up to bat, we will have the Tigers coming up to bat here in the bottom of the first inning. The Tigers, you know, talking with Coach K, Coach Baker, for those that don't know, everybody refers to her as Coach K. They off to a 4-3 start, and they've lost some heartbreakers. I think they've lost, I think every one of their games maybe by 1 run. And they've just had, you know, that's the game of softball for you. They've had some timely hitting, and then they hit something really, really solid and hit a ball right at somebody. You know, started off, and you're starting to see some of the hitters for Newton Falls. Batting averages are starting to really climb up there for several of them. Several of them started off the year. I can tell you, for example, Joelle Hood was really hitting the ball really well to start the first couple games off, and everything she hit was just right at somebody's glove, and some people were making some great plays. But since then, you know, after the first couple games, she's really caught red hot. Same thing for Lexi Drake, Emily Knight, Zoe Mcelrath, some other, you know, several names I could go down the list there that are really starting to see the ball real well and put the ball in play pretty consistently. So I think good things are on the rise for the Lady Tigers. In the G-men lineup here, if I could see some numbers and things. We have, again, Lizzie Moore will be pitching for the G-men, and number 7 will be Cadence Mcgranahan behind the plate. I know those two called a real good game last night, and definitely some competitive juices going between these two teams. Number 26, Maddie Wilson, will be playing first, as well as number 6, Montana Granahan. Looks like she might be playing third, it looks like third base. Sydney Seaman will be playing shortstop. I know Miss Seaman, senior this year, has certainly had an outstanding career in softball for the G-men. That's a name in the softball community. I'm sure she's going on to bigger and better things. At bat right now for the Tigers will be number 2, Chloe Butler. And Butler starts off with a fly ball to center field, and that is caught. That is caught by the center fielder there. Center fielder, I believe that is Ketley Fresh in center field. Kind of hard for me to see the number from here. Up to bat, Joelle Hood. Pop fly out of bounds, 0-1 in the count. Chloe Butler hit a good one there, and the center fielder made a real nice play, running to her left, made an over-the-shoulder catch. Outstanding out for the first out of the inning. 1-1 count for Joelle Hood, who has certainly been hitting the ball very well as of late. Moore looks in for the sign. And we'll take ball. We'll even the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. And our pitch, and we have a little bloop. Oh, she made a fantastic, second baseman there made a fantastic little diving catch. Hope she is okay. She's getting up a little gingerly there. Just a fantastic diving catch there for number 4. I believe that's Ella Brand. Made a fantastic catch right there. Yep, she's shaking it off. Get the dirt out of their glove. Clean herself off. Just a fantastic diving hit right there. The Tigers will have number 12, Emily Knight, up to bat. Emily Knight looks at a ball. Emily Knight, another batter that has really been hitting the ball well at the plate. Outstanding fielding as well. At second base this season. Ball is low, and we have a foul ball down the third base line. Took a big cut at that one. I think she was looking for the fence on that one. So we have an even count, 1-1. Emily Knight steps back into the box. And foul, strike 2. Emily Knight really has a nice wide stance when she's in there batting. She really gets a nice clear look at the pitches that's coming in. An excellent level swing. Definitely a textbook technique there for Miss Knight. And she'll look at a ball. Looks appear to be on the outside, maybe a little bit high. It's going to even the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And looking to get something going here in the bottom of the first inning. And we have a sky pop up, and that is caught by the pitcher there, Lizzie Moore. That'll be the 3rd out, and that'll do it. No hits, no runs for the Tigers there in the bottom of the first inning, and that'll bring the G-men back to bat. Outstanding day for softball here at Newton Falls. It is nice to see the sunshine. It is nice to feel the sunshine on your face again. I can imagine everybody's going to be out trying to mow their grass today. I'm not sure I'll be able to do that. It's still pretty wet, but it's definitely getting. It definitely needs it. Nice to see the dandelions growing again, although sometimes they get a little annoying. But I think all of us have got some cabin fever and we're ready to get outside. That's for sure. Here's our warm-up pitch from Miss Drake. Oh, Danny dropped that one. Getting ready to make her throw down to second base. Good throw, makes the tag. And here we go, top of the second inning. The batter for the G-men will be number 25, Haley Smith. Positive words of encouragement there from Coach Fallhaber. Good pitches in there. Here we go. And we have strike 1, swing and a miss there for Miss Smith. Fun fact here, Coach Fallhaber as well as Coach Baker actually played high school ball together, played softball for each other for probably another 20 years after that. They played strike 2. Tavarich really starting to throw some good pitches in there now. Those two played together from the time they were kids until, gosh, maybe just till a few years ago, those two were still playing softball. Foul tip. Stays alive. 0-2 count to Haley Smith. As the G-men try to get something. Haley Smith digs into the box there. And here's the windup in the pitch. And foul tip again. Now we're getting a good at-bat here. We're starting to get a battle between these two here. Fouled off 2 real good pitches there for Miss Smith. And called third strike. Strikeout for Tavares there. Strikeout looking as the Tigers get the first out in the inning. Next up to bat for the G-men. Left-handed. I think we might be back to the beginning, top of the order here. This might be our slap hitter. Yes, it is. Number 23, Annabelle Moore. Now that's going to be our number 9 hitter. Coach Fallhaber, classic. If I know Coach Fallhaber, she loves the fact that speed kills. You're going to see speed at the top of the lineup. You're going to see speed at the bottom of the lineup, and that's just that's Coach Fallhaber's mentality right there. Get them on, get them over, and get them in. Use the speed to your advantage. So we have 2 left-handed slap hitters in the lineup for the G-men. Foul tip there. I believe that's going to even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Right. 1 ball, 1 strike is the count. Tavares dealing a little bit high for ball 2. Here comes our pitch again, and ball's on the ground, and it is dug up. Ooh, again, speed wins out. Slap hitter just knocks one down there, just short, right kind of in between Zoe Mcelrath and Chloe Butler. Zoe tried to get a glove on it there and just did not quite come up with it. That would have been a really hard play to make, even if it would have came out of the glove clean right there, as the speed from Miss Moore headed down to first base. And G-men in business again, runner on first with 1 out. Our at batter again, we chose bunt. We're back to the top of the order, and we advance. We have a pass ball there maybe, or a runner advances, stolen base. Moore to second base was 1 out. Number 22, Kendall Hall at the plate. She showed bunt on her last one. She's going to go back to slapping. See if she can get that runner over to third. Sparks looks in for the sign, and the pitch a little bit high, maybe on the outside. And we have a 2-0 count. Yeah, there's a strike looking. Good pitch for Tavares there. A little bit on the outside of the plate. Tough for the lefty to see. 2 balls, 1 strike. Batter calls time. And foul ball down the third base line. That'll even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So we have a battle here going on between Tavares and Kendall Hahn.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Tavares looks in for the sign from Drake. Our pitch, and we have a little pop to the third base side, and that's a catch by Zoe Mcelrath there, going out of bounds almost to the fence. Fantastic catch for the second out there in the top of the second inning there for Mcelrath. G-men still have a runner in scoring position with number 1, Sydney Seaman at the plate. Sydney Seaman, definitely an outstanding player here, so this should be an excellent battle between Tavares and Seaman to get that third out. First pitch, we have a foul ball down the third base line, maybe over the fence, yeah. And that'll make the count 0-1 to Seaman. 2 outs here in the top of the second inning, excuse me. And we have a strike on the outside. Good pitch there for Tavares, makes the count 0-2. Seaman now in the hole. She'll certainly have to protect. And a little rise ball, yeah. Trying to make her chase a little bit. Good pitch there. Seaman, great discipline there at the plate, laying off that pitch. That rise ball certainly looks good coming in. And from what I've been told, certainly not a softball guru. I've been obviously watching my wife do this for a number of years. So that rise ball looks good coming in, but it's a very, very difficult pitch to get on top of to actually hit. Count is now even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And strikeout swinging for the 3rd out. Outstanding pitch. It could have been that rise ball again. So the G-men get a hit in the inning. They advance a runner, and that's it. That'll be it for the top of the 1st inning. For the Tigers coming back up to bat, I believe we will have Mcelrath, the number 4 hitter for the Tigers, will be up to bat. And we're back here at the top of the bottom of the 2nd inning. We have Zoe Mcelrath up to bat. Tigers are looking to get something going. I believe it was the 2nd inning. There's a hard hit foul ball down the first base line for Mcelrath. 0-1 in the count. I believe it was the 2nd inning last night that the Tigers really got things going in the game. After getting a good look at the pitcher Lizzie Moore there, they really started to string together some outstanding at-bats. Zoe Mcelrath, foul tip. Boy, she was on that one and fouled it straight back for 0-2 in the count. Good pitch, good battle right here going on between Mcelrath and Moore. I imagine these are 2 young ladies that have been playing against each other in travel ball and during rec ball and all those things through the years. And we have another foul down the first base line. Zoe hit that one a mile. I hope you didn't park your car out there, guys. Moore looks in for the sign. Mcelrath going to have to protect now here at the plate with an 0-2 count. Ooh, change-up, and Mcelrath was on it. And, fantastic catch there by the left fielder. Number 11. I believe that's Ketley Fresh out there in left field. Great basket catch running in on that. A ball that was really hit well, but dying real quickly there. Fantastic catch in the outfield. Up to bat for the Tigers will be number 10, Lexi Drake. Lexi Drake had a big night last night at the plate. I think she had a single and a double, I believe, and scored several runs. And picking right up where she left off, there's a single right back up the middle, just past Sydney Seaman's glove there. So Drake will say first, set safe at first base. And up to bat, we will have number 27, our catcher, Danielle Drake, at the plate. Danny been one of those players that, as of recently, hitting the ball well, but seems like hitting it at somebody's glove each time. Oh, she shows bunt. That is a fantastic bunt that Drake has just put down. Lexi leading off there at second base. What a fantastic bunt from Danielle Drake. Charging in Mcgranahan from third. Mcgranahan, sister from behind the plate. Moore, everybody coming in. Just a fantastic. I would guess that was intended to be a sacrifice bunt right there to start, but Danielle Drake lays down a perfect bunt and gets a single out of it to start the inning. So up to bat now, we have the Tigers in business with runners on first and second, and Ashley Harvey up to plate. Last night, Ashley had a good night at the plate. I think she had a couple of singles to get the Tigers going in several innings. And there's a swing and a miss. They'll even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. I can hear the words from Coach K down there at first base. Just make contact, keep the bat through the zone. The ball and the bat will do the work for you. And there is a pop-up to the batter is out. I believe that's an infield fly rule, so that the runners do not have to advance. Ashley pops out, I believe, to the first baseman there. And now up to bat, we'll have right fielder Maddie Powell with runners, 1 runner in scoring position, 2 people on, 1 out here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. We'll try to get something going. Maddie Powell is a young lady that certainly can use her speed to her advantage as well. A lot of times you'll see her try to get the ball on the ground and leg some out. I've actually seen her bat from both sides of the plate, actually. I believe Coach K has her working on some slap hitting from the left-hand side. And she shows bunt. She pulls back, takes a nice pitch there, gets ahead in the count there, 2-0 in the count. Good bat here so far. Lizzie looks in for the sign. Here comes our windup and our pitch. And again, we have low, ball 3. 3-0 count. I'm not sure. I can't see Coach K down there at first base if we're getting a swing away sign. Runners in scoring position. Great at bat here so far for Maddie Powell.
Yeah.
And that's going to be ball 4. And, yeah, runners are going to advance. Well, it's a walk, so everybody gets to advance. I think the ball might have went over the backstop there. And, yes, that is correct. He's going to call that a wild pitch, and they're going to advance. Yep, they're going to advance all runners up at umpire base. So that's going to score the first run of the inning for the Tigers. I believe that's going to be I believe that would go as a run batted in for Maddie Powell there. And up to bat we'll now have Olivia Valo. Valo last night had a hit. As the G-men will call timeout and talk about this, as the Tigers are certainly in business right now with runners on second and third base with only 1 out in the inning, or excuse me, 2 outs in the inning.
That's the only thing that's weird when it hits a plate like that.
I just heard from the umpire that wild pitch there actually hit the plate and went up and over top of the backstop, and that's why the runners get to advance up an entire base there. Certainly, and one of the odd things that happens in the game of baseball. You watch this certainly for a number of years. I can't say I've ever seen a ball hit the plate off the pitch and actually go all the way over top of the backstop. So I guess goes to show you the power there in Lizzie Moore there. That's a tiny body out there, but there's a lot of power in that little body. I believe the Mr. Umpire is saying, all right, let's break it up. Let's go back to playing ball, ladies. Coach Fallhaber, I'm sure, has a number of little plays and things that she likes to do in these type of situations, as she's probably anticipating what's going on. Coach Fallhaber and Coach Baker obviously know each other well, so I'm sure Coach Fallhaber is trying to read Coach Baker's mind right now and get an idea of what we're going to do in this situation with 2 on, 2 out. Valo at the plate. And Valo going to look at a strike right there. Down low, that would have been a tough ball to hit. Probably a good decision to lay off that ball. Two balls, 2 strikes is the count to Valo. And low, that one, no, get there. That's going to be a tough one. She is safe at the plate. Valo is going to get a bunt single and a run batted in. I'm not sure that was an intentional action there, but just a fantastic placement of the ball there for Valo. She's one of those sneaky players. I feel like she does that a lot as you watch the games here. Valo, a very smart softball player, uses those things to her advantage. Now we're back to the top of the order. We have Chloe Butler up to the plate right now. And Chloe is going to look at a strike. Again, the Tigers still in business. Got Powell on third base with Valo on first base. I'm gonna guess here that we're gonna see Valo take a chance to maybe steal a base, and she is advancing. We have a little pop-up right there, and it is caught by the pitcher. Tough little break there for Butler. The Tigers score 2 in the inning, though. A couple of hits, push a couple runs across. We have a tie game. Well done. We'll be back right after these messages for more softball.
Okay, girls, this is it. Harvey Field. Tryouts. Get out there, show 'em what you got, don't embarrass me. It's been a thin slice of heaven. Goodbye.
Wait, you're going?
Ah, dry your eyes. Yeah, I'm just going home, grab a shower and a shave, give the wife a little pickle tickle, and I'm on my way. I'll see you.
Yeah, but...
But what? Field, tryouts, play. That's it, get lost.
Come on, girls.
I hate when they get attached to me like that.
You got an arm.
Hey, May,
What?
come here and look at this.
Wait a second, Doris.
I can't wait much till that hit me right in the head. Bam.
Really?
Yep.
All right, is it?
I don't...
What are you looking at?
Yeah, what are you looking at?
Nothing.
Right? Nothing.
Oh, these girls gonna be in the league? You wish.
You do wish.
They're gonna have 4 teams, 16 girls to a team.
That's right.
And to start the top of the third inning off, we have Ketley Fresh grounds out to Zoe Mcelrath there that is just gobbling them up. As I see that play last night, I'm reminded, or see that play this afternoon, I'm reminded of a play last night that Zoe made there at third base, diving over the third base line. It may have been, possibly could have been foul, but she snagged one, threw a runner out at first base. Definitely a highlight that we wish we had on film, which we may have. Foul ball there to number 6, Montana Mcgranahan, goes out of play. It's going to make the count 0-1 to start the at-bat there. That would have been number 11, Ketley Fresh, that jumped on the first pitch there for the inning. And we have a swing and a miss, 0-2. 0-2 is the count. I think we've had a bit of a change here to our lineup. We now have number 22, Ashley Harvey, is now behind the plate. That's one of the advantages that you have in the game now with the designated player or the flex player. It really gives coaches the ability to play some additional kids in different positions. You see the Tigers will do this from time to time where they interchange their catchers. I think that's maybe to not wear them out, or the catchers certainly get beat up a little bit. Tavarch throws exceptionally hard out there on the mound and trying to keep your catchers fresh. And then she'll move some people in the outfield as well. I believe you'll see someone probably batting today for the pitcher Tavarch. As she looks like that rise ball again. Strikeout for Tavarch there. Mcgranahan down. And now her sister comes up to bat. This would be Cadence Mcgranahan. I believe she's the one playing third base. No, excuse me. She's catching in today's game. It's her sister Montana that is actually playing third base. Couple of sisters on the G-Men team today. And there's a swing of the first pitch. Boy, she liked that one. That might have been that rise ball again from Tavarch. And, yep, she wasn't falling for it a second time. That was a good pitch there from Tavarch. Going to even the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. As the battle rages on here between Mcgranahan and Tavarch. And foul ball out of play. That one's going to make it all the way to the track as well. That's going to make the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs here in the inning. Tavarch really appears to be finding her groove. Maybe a little bit of a rough start with command here to start the game. And really pitching on bat. And there's a ball down the first base side. And Joelle Hood right there is there to gobble it up for the 3rd out in the inning. So again, no hits, no runs for the G-Men in the top of the 3rd inning, and coming to bat we'll have the Lady Tigers. Be back right after this message.
You wish.
You do wish.
They're gonna have 4 teams, 16 girls to a team.
That's right.
64 girls.
Yeah, what are you, a genius?
You know, they got over 100 girls here, so, some of yous are gonna have to go home.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Come on, Doris.
Those people are jerks.
What do you
man.
mean some of us?
Do it.
Okay, some of them are going home.
Hey, how did you do that? Excuse me. Hey, you caught that? Hello?
Chris.
Did you see?
Don't be so offended.
Jeez, let's go practice. She caught him with her
Okay,
bare
okay.
hands.
And we're back. We're here at the middle of the 3rd inning. As the catcher, who is the last at bat there, has to get geared up. That's a life of a catcher right there. You have to have a master's degree in engineering to put that apparatus on at times. Great throw down to second base there to start the inning. And to lead off the inning here, we'll have Hood, Knight, and McElrath as the Tigers are kind of back to the top half of their order. Tigers looking to get something here in a 2-2 game in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Lizzie Moore looked in for the pitch here, and Joelle Hood taking a cut on the first one. Foul tipped out of play. It looked like she had the timing down. That ball went straight back over the top and just missed that one. If we'd have made a little better contact with that one really would have went for a ride there. So, as I said before, Joelle's really been really had her eye on the ball here at the plate as of late, and been seeing the ball exceptionally well to start the season. From experience, it seems too, many of the Newton Falls hitters, the warmer it gets, the more their bats begin to come alive. That's probably true for everybody. Here's our pitch. That looked like a rise ball, maybe a high fastball there. Joelle Hood, good discipline at the plate, lays off that pitch. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Moore looking in. Comes the wind up and pitch here again, and there you go, Joelle. Ooh, there's a great catch there, running to her right from Sydney Seaman. Fantastic shortstop in her own right there, makes the out for the first out of the inning. That'll bring to at bat Emily Knight. Great play there by Seaman. Another couple inches, and that ball drops for a single. Emily Knight at the plate and stays off that rise ball. Again, discipline at the plate. I think Miss Knight knows Lizzie Moore well as well from her travel balls and rec ball days. Emily with that wide stance really gets a good vision of the ball. Low ball there. That's a ground to the third base, Mcgranahan, and Knight is thrown out at first. That'll bring Zoe Mcelrath to at bat. Number 26, Maddie Wilson there at first base with the put out, and the assist from Mcgranahan on third. High ball there that McElrath leaves off. Let me see that last out. That would have been a 5-3 out there if you're scoring at home. Sometimes struggle to remember my numbers of the field, even though I've been watching my wife. I never did any baseball, softball in my years, but I certainly watched my wife do it a number of years. Diving catch there by the second baseman for the third out of the inning there. Great diving play there. To her left-hand side. That had been number 4, Ella Brand there. Made a fantastic diving catch there. McElrath really put some heat on that. That'll be no hits for the inning. Score still tied, 2 balls, 2 strikes. G-Man will be up to bat here shortly.
Down on him.
Another couple hours, I'll be fishing.
Try this one, Grandpa.
Significant. And tomorrow, too. Today I'm thinking I'm going to go hit Lake Milton, and then tomorrow I might puddle jump. I might hit a couple places. I live right in the middle of those 3 lakes: Lake Milton, West Branch, Berlin. Yeah. So it's like 5 minutes and I'm at Lake Milton, 5 minutes I'm at West Branch, 5 minutes I go to Burbank.
You told the class about you having that specific spot.
Yeah. All right, here we go. It's near the bottom of the lineup here for the G-men. This will be Lindsay Moore up to bat with Wilson and Smith. And that was a hold for, I believe, a ball. I didn't quite see the signal there. Great, good pitch there to start the inning. 1 ball, no strike. Tavares, there's a foul out of play. That's going to even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that one might have made it over the bleachers. Lizzie Moore at the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tavares looking in for the sign. There we go. There's a little short hop ball to Emily Knight, who gets the assist to Joelle Hood for the put out there at first base. A little slow liner there to Emily. Emily really had to charge up on that ball to make that out. Easy routine play there for Knight. Up to bat, we will have number 26, which is Maddie Wilson, the first baseman for the G-men. She's rolling up her sleeves, ready to bat.
Whenever that tiger symbol pops up, that's a replay.
Okay. Swing and a miss on the first pitch there. It looked like maybe some type of drop ball there from Tavares. The bottom of that one just fell out. 0-1 is the count here in the inning. No runners on. Ooh, that one looked good there. Nice. We'll even the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball looked to be on the outside a little bit. Mcgranahan, the third baseman for the G-men, lays off a pitch for ball number 2. We have a 2-1 count here in the top of the 4th inning. As the G-men try to get something going in the top of the 4th. A little bit, on the inside, backed her up. That's going to even the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That was a real fantastic pitch there. Mcgranahan really thought that ball was on the inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes here in the inning. Tavares dealing and high, trying to get her to chase that rise ball, I believe. Just a bit up and out of the zone, just a hair.
Yeah. What are you talking about? I knew it was going to happen.
Just a great day here in the sunshine for softball. And a pitch, there's a swing and a miss for the strikeout. I'm not sure how many strikeouts so far Tavares has on the day. If I take a look here, that's got to be several here. I know she's faced 16 batters so far. And Tavares has given up a couple runs. She's walked 2. She's got 6 strikeouts on the afternoon already so far. So it really appears to have been, like I said, when she really gets warmed up, she really starts throwing the ball really well. At bat right now for the G-men, number 25, Haley Smith is at the plate. And there's a little liner back to Sophie. Sophie gobbles that up. We're going to get the 1-3 out to end the inning. 3 out, 3 up, 3 down for the G-men as we'll come back for the bottom of the 4th.
Fly to deep center. And he's out. How about that? Helton faked him out. The old veteran acted like he threw it back to the pitcher, kept it in his back pocket. Carpenter was off the bag and he tagged him. Take a look here. Uh-oh.
Ellsbury drills this one to right. Bautista's on the run and makes the catch. Frazier was halfway between second and third, and Bautista's made 2 fine defensive plays here this inning.
Got to put a star next to that one. That saves a run. Let's see what happened. He's off. The hidden ball trick.
The hidden ball trick.
And we're back here for the bottom of the 4th inning. We'll have the 5, 6, 7 hitters up for the Tigers. It'll be Drake, Lexi Drake, Danny Drake, and then Ashley Harvey will at bat. There's a high ball, 1 to Drake from Miss Moore. The sun is shining here in this fantastic Saturday afternoon for softball. The smell of sunscreen is the air. I think most of us in this warm weather, we probably don't quite know how to act just yet. It's been so long since we've seen that. It's going to make the count 2-0 for Drake. Drake, another hitter for the Tigers that's really been very, very hot at the plate as of late, and using her speed as well. Foul ball out of play. It's going to make the count 2-1 to Lexi. If I recall, Lexi is one of the all-league players for the Tigers. I believe she was an all-league center fielder last year. Lexi just loves being in the outfield and catching fly balls. I think she could do that all day long. There is a kind of a off-speed pitch, maybe change up there for Moore, that is going to go for ball 3. Count in the hitter's favor right now. 3 balls, 1 strike. Drake looking down at the third base line to get the sign from Coach K. I would imagine it's the swing away sign as well as she's been at bat. And there is a line drive just out of the reach of the first baseman on the first base side. It's going to make the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Another few inches there, and Maddie Wilson would have maybe snagged that one. Ball curling away from her really, really quick, though. One of the things you got to love about Drake is Lexi Drake at bat. Same thing every time. She was the same way in her other sport as well, volleyball. Same routine every time. And there is a line drive, and it is caught by the right fielder. Real fantastic catch there by the right fielder running in. I believe that in right field is number 23, Annabelle Moore. Made a great catch running in full speed to snag that one from Drake. Again, Drake putting the bat on the ball real well. Danny Drake up to bat right now. The younger sister of Lexi, had a fantastic bunt for a single in that might have been the second inning, I believe. She takes a good cut of the ball right there to make the count 0-1 to start the inning off.
Yeah.
And foul tip going to make it 0-2. Danny will be protecting at the plate now.
Yeah. 2
good swings at the ball, really being aggressive at the plate. Hey, if they're strikes, and they were strikes, you got to go up there swinging. Talking with Coach K, that might have been a habit that some of the players had. They had a tendency, and when she came in, they said they maybe like to look at the first pitch when it was a strike and get behind an account. So getting some batters to be a little more aggressive was an early goal to get the Tigers to, hey, let's be aggressive. It's a strike. We're swinging. And make the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that off-speed pitch for strike out. Out number 2, yes. Ms. Moore there thought it was a 3rd strike. It happens. We've all been there, done that. Strike out and make it nobody on base, 2 outs. And then Drake with a strikeout. We'll have Ashley Harvey at bat last time. I believe she had a pop-up her last time up. Looking to redeem herself at the plate this night. She had a good night at the plate last night, that's for sure. She looks at ball number 1. This is going as predicted. We were expecting a real good game. Well, there's a short pop-up foul ball, and that is grabbed by first baseman by Maddie Wilson for the 3rd out of the inning. And we'll move on to the top of the 5th. Score tied. Nobody on base. No hits, no runs. 2-2 game. Going to the top of the 5th.
And lost contact, and Goins had the ball on Frazier.
231 against Brothers.
Huge jump, and
he
got Altuve hung up. Good block by Rosario. And a good feed to Brothers, and Brothers will tag out Altuve.
I don't think in high school baseball, but I know
say, that never works when the runner takes off for second and a first and third. Bluffing the throw, it just worked on Altuve.
Well, that's why you practice it.
Houston takes the lead, 3-2.
Into left field, round third, going to hold him there. Cabrera up with the ball. And the Diamondbacks have the tying run 90 feet away with 1 out in the 8th inning.
And yet another pinch hit by the guy they used to call Tony the Tiger.
Right now, Todd Jones would love to get a ground ball. It's Counsell in the leadoff spot who comes to the plate.
Well, I don't know if it would be as big for Fred Counsell.
Did they get it?
They tried the hidden ball trick, and I think they may have gotten the runner at third base, Luis Torrero.
Torrero's out at third base.
Mike Lowell had the ball. Todd Jones was not on the mound. You can't be standing on the mound in that hidden ball trick.
Now Bob Melvin's going to come out.
There it is, right there.
It's another step.
And we're back here. We're at the top of the 5th inning. I believe up to bat for the G-men here in the top of the 5th inning. We'll get things going. It's the slap hitter. That hitter. She was moving out there to slap hit. Number 23, the number 9 hitter there, I believe, Annabelle Moore, gets on base. The ball just grazed her across her jersey a little bit, just enough to get her to first base. And the G-men got a little bit of something going here. Runner on first base and nobody out in the top of the 5th inning. And they're bringing up the top of the order right now. And she shows bunt. Oh, it's up. Ashley Harvey, fantastic little catch there behind the plate. I don't know how she was able to see it in the sun because I looked up in the air and blinded myself. But somehow she was able to snag that ball for the first out. That's a big out for the Tigers with the top of the lineup there. Number 1, Sydney Seaman back up to plate with a runner on first base. That's a big out for the Tigers right there as the G-men really had something going. I believe Seaman, her last at bat, actually struck out. There's a bunt back to the pitcher, Tavarch. Tavarch over to first base, and Emily Knight will get the put out there. Sophia Tavarch on the assist. Now, if you're scoring that at home, I would have to ask the coach on that. Does it still go as a 1-3 put out? Or does it, I guess maybe goes to a 1-4 put out because the put out would actually go to Knight there. Looking at the first pitch, number 11, which is Ketley Fresh, looks as a strike across the base. The G-men, although in business, have a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. Again, goes to show you that little pop fly there that Harvey caught, that was a big out. And there's a line shot down the right field line, and that is going to score a run. The runner to second base, and she is out at second for the 3rd out. The runner does score. The run does score, but we had the runner advancing to second base there was thrown out. I believe it was Maddie Powell there in right field threw a strike to Chloe Butler and made the tag for the 3rd out of the inning. But the G-men get a run across the plate. They take the lead in the top of the 5th inning. 3 runs, 3-2 as we move to the bottom of the 5th. Tigers looking to get something going.
Goes it down to 3rd. Husky dugout pointing to the backstop.
Oh,
and look
nice
at that.
play.
Look at that. Well executed by the Huskies. They just duked the Winona runner. Jared Anderson fell for it. Joey Althoff behind the plate ran back looking for the ball, and Jared Anderson takes off from second. Little did he know that he was going to get tagged out at 3rd.
In the air to center. Inciarte, he's got it. He tries to deke the runner. The throw is going to beat it.
Mental footwork by Freddie Freeman. That was a great job by Inciarte to lure him a little bit farther off the bag, but Freddie was not on the base and blindly did a nice shift to get his foot on the bag and take the throw.
I'm sure aware of the concept. High center field. Will Myers under it, looking into the sun. Runner tags. Run scores. Andre Ethier makes it 5-0. Now they sacrifice fly RBI. 39.
You see Loney has the ball, and he's right above the pitcher's mound. There you see James Loney right there. Okay, now he's got it. Uribe over here on the left. He's got it.
Back here for the bottom of the 5th inning, we'll have Maddie Powell up to plate for the Tigers to try to get something going as the G-men get a run there in the top of the 5th. Oh, a nice bunt laid down by Maddie Powell is gobbled up by the 3rd baseman Mcgranahan, and she throws a strike over there to first base. Great bunt coverage there. Really nice bunt by Maddie Powell. Mcgranahan made a fantastic play there to scoop that one up to throw her out of first base. Playing a little small ball, trying to get a runner on. That'll give us 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Up to bat, we'll have Olivia Valo, the number 9 hitter, I believe. See if she can get on base. First pitch is fouled out of play, back by the way over the backstop there. That was hit to the track. Again, Valo, one of those ones that has the same, just about the same exact routine every time. Steps out of the box, takes her a couple swings. Probably has a mental routine that she likes to go through before getting back into the box. 0-1 is the count here. And there's that changeup. Moore has a real nice changeup. She caught some batters chasing that one last night as Valo offers out the off-speed pitch there. The count is now 0-2. Is the count with 1 out. And there's a high fastball, maybe a rise ball. Looked really good. And Valo down on strikes. Strikes out for the second out of the inning. That'll bring up the top of the order for the Tigers. Chloe Butler up to plate. And there's a line shot off the pitcher's glove, and she slowed it down just enough for the second baseman to gobble that ball up to throw Butler out at first base. A half an inch by, and that would have been a single right up the middle. Well hit ball there by Chloe Butler. No hits, no runs for the Tigers in the bottom of the fifth. We'll be moving to the sixth. Tigers running out of outs here as we move into the top of the sixth inning. Be right back after this message.
Now Escobar has the ball. He throws it over to Longoria. So now the ball's over at third base. Longoria has it. Nobody knows. Uribe, third base coach, nobody's aware that Longoria has it. Uribe steps off. Boom.
Your matchup there when you have such a good hitter.
Trying to do a fake pickoff. And they got him.
They got him, but no one's there at second to cover.
Wow.
Time. They do pick off Gartman from second base.
I can't believe that just worked. That's the old Wichita pickoff, Travis, that many teams have in the repertoire, but you very seldom see.
And we're back here for the top of the sixth inning. We'll have number 6, Montana Mcgranahan. We have the heart of the lineup up to bat for the G-men. It'll be Montana Mcgranahan, Cadence Mcgranahan, and Lindsay Moore, the pitcher, up to bat. Savard stealing, and there is a long foul ball down the left, the third base line. She hit that one a mile, but she hit it foul. That'll make the count 0-1. And ball back into play. Mcgranahan has had some good at-bats so far in the inning, or in the game. And she's got a couple of RBIs, I believe, in the game as well. She did strike out once, but I do believe she's credited with a couple of RBIs to get the G-men on the board to start the first inning. And there's a grounder back to second baseman. Emily Knight gobbles that one up, and there's a put out at first base. We'll go 4-3 for the out to start the inning. Next up to plate, we'll have the sister Cadence Mcgranahan up to bat. Number 7, she is the catcher. Been calling a nice game for the G-men so far in the game. The Moore, I think she's pitched 5 innings now, giving up a couple runs, a couple strikeouts, but I don't think she has very many walks. Mcgranahan looking at the first ball a little bit on the outside there from Tavarich. Kelsey did have, I believe she did reach on a walk in earlier innings there. That's going to even account. A little drop pitch there from Tavarich. It appears low in the strike zone. Going to even account 1 ball, 1 strike. Tavarich dealing, and Mcgranahan liked that one. There's a swing and a miss. I'm going to make the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Mcgranahan really liked that pitch. That might have been that rise ball, or just that maybe that high fastball there from Tavarich. That one really had some heat on it as it came across the plate. Tavarich, when she gets warm, she really starts throwing the ball, and we really started hearing the glove pop. Mcgranahan took time there. Here's the pitch. It is low for ball 2. It's going to even the count 2 balls, 2 strikes. We're in the top of the 6th inning. Nobody on. And there's a swing and a miss there for Mcgranahan. She's going to strike out swinging for the second out of the inning. Big strikeout there. That'll bring the pitcher up to bat for the G-men, which will be Lizzie Moore. And Lizzie, from a pitching standpoint, giving up 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, only 1 walk, only a couple strikeouts. The Tigers putting the ball in play, but the G-men have really made some good plays there in the field. Moore going to look at the first ball across the plate. Moore's had a couple of bats. I think she do believe she has a hit in the game. I remember her having a courtesy runner for her. I believe she had a little single hit there earlier in the game. There is a pop-up, a sky-high pop-up. Looks like Joelle Hood is not underneath it. It's going to go as a foul ball. It would have been a next to impossible ball to find on a bright, sunshiny day here in Newton Falls. Certainly not used to playing ball in the sunshine, and that ball was right dead in the sun. I believe that's going to make the count 1 and 2. Nope, it's going to make it. Now it's going to make it 1 ball, 2 strikes on Moore. She offered that pitch, swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count. And the Tigers looking to get out of the inning right here. And the pitcher's count for sure. That is low. That's a little tapper. The Sophie Tavares is going to gobble that one up, and you're going to have a 1-3 put out to end the inning. No hits, no runs. It's going to be a 3-2. Tigers looking to get something going here in the bottom of the 6th inning. We got 6 outs left to go. Tigers need to get a run across. Be back right after these messages. Good softball here in Newton Falls.
Used, and boy, South Haven executed that to perfection. Middle infielders there running towards the outfield, pointing at the baseball that's not there. Short still got the baseball, and there we cut the runner down at second. Great job, great call by Coach Rich right there, and it worked.
I haven't seen the sign yet, have you?
I don't know, unless the mustache is the steal.
Might be. Ball is thrown away. Down into the... Oh, now they've cut it off, and Stevenson is going to be out. How about that for a decoy play? Fooled everybody in the ballpark, including us.
That is an outstanding play.
Look at this now. Watch these guys come out of the dugout. This is one of the better plays you'll see. Look at that decoy. See those 2 guys? That isn't by accident. They're all looking there. And there's Rona. He gets the ball from Casper Zach, and it's an easy out.
And the throw was never even made. No, the pitcher had the ball the entire time.
He stepped off the back of the mound and faked the throw.
And that brings Dick Williams out of the dugout for one of his frequent strategies.
And here we go for the bottom of the 6th inning. Tigers up to bat. They have the heart of their lineup up to bat. They'll have Joelle Hood, Emily Knight, and Zoe Mcelrath as Hood leads off here in the bottom of the 6th, looking to get something going. And there is a shot to left field. That ball's going to get past the left fielder. Joelle Hood looking to extend that out to a leadoff double, and the Tigers are in business here, sliding into second base. I would say that's going to maybe a single and advance on maybe an error. Not quite sure from my angle. That ball might have just squeaked under the left fielder's glove there, and Joelle Hood being aggressive on the bases, getting to second base. That's going to bring up Emily Knight up to bat as the Tigers looking to get a run across to at least tie this game here late in the game. Emily Knight, oh, there's a snag right back to the pitcher, and it was hit so hard it knocked her down. Took the glove completely off of her hand. That ball was smoked right back to the pitcher. I don't know if she was trying to field that ball. That might have been self-defense as hard as that ball was hit, and it took her glove right off her hand. Emily Knight's going to get a single out of that one, and the runner is going to advance to third base. So the Tigers in business here with no outs in the inning. Mcelrath up to bat. With Knight on first base. I wouldn't be surprised to see Knight take off and steal a base here real quick. Knight is going to, Mcelrath going to look at a ball. Knight stayed put. Mcgranahan Yes, Mcgranahan behind the plate is a fantastic catcher. She does have a rifle of an arm, so maybe not wanting to risk that. But we'll see here. The pitch is up. Here we go. And there is a line shot down into the crowd. Hope nobody was hurt on that. And I saw a hand get up, and Mcelrath just smoked the ball down the first base line right there. Could that have been a little aggressive play there with Mcelrath up to plate? Coach Baker down there at third base going a little hit and run action. I think I saw Knight was kind of taken off on the pitch, and Mcelrath was offering at it. So we got an even count here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Mcelrath at the plate, runner on first and third with no outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And there is a really, oh boy, there is a shot. That's a catch by the left fielder, but Hood is going to tag up and she is going to score. That's going to be a run batted in for Mcelrath. Good job getting the run across the plate. The Tigers really needed that to tie the game. Still in business. We still got a runner on first base. That's going to go as an RBI for Mcelrath. Did her job right there at the plate. Get the run in. Got him on, get him over, and get him in. Mcelrath with a fly ball to the left fielder. Left fielder made a really nice play there in outfield, but they're going to get the run. Lexi Drake up to bat right now. She's going to offer it the first pitch. That's going to be a strike one. 0-1 on the count. Runner on first. Knight, I saw her there, kind of a big lead off there at first base. She's kind of wanting to test low. Ball one there. There's an offer down to the first base line. There you go, Mcgranahan. She's got an arm. She's not afraid to throw that ball down there. Good little snag there by Moore there at first base. Excuse me, Maddie Wilson at first base. And Knight sneaks back in there, gets her hand on the bag real quick. And that's going to be inside. Inside called for a strike. We got 1 ball, I believe 2 strikes now on Drake. She's going to have to protect here at this bat. She's been seeing the ball real well. And that is going to be a swing and strikeout. Strike 3 for Lexi Drake. That's going to bring up Danielle Drake up to bat. That's going to be 2 outs in the inning. Runner on first. Danielle Drake at the plate trying to advance that runner. Would be nice to try to push across another run here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Moore looking at the wristband there for the pitch. And she's pitched a real nice game. Only a couple walks in the game. Tiger batters have hit her, and again, Garfield just does some outstanding defensive plays in the outfield or infield for that matter. Some real well hit balls by the Tigers, and the G-men just keep making defensive plays over and over and over again. There is a swing and a miss for Drake. That's going to make the count 0-2. A 3-3 game, bottom of the 6th inning. And that is low, foul ball off the catcher there. There's the life of a catcher right there. You got to be prepared for some bumps and bruises if you're going to be a catcher in this sport. That ball fouled back right off her arm right there. Mcgranahan checking the signs, sending them out to Moore. We have a 1-2 count to Danielle Drake at the plate. And there's that changeup again, and Sydney Seaman again gobbles one up. 6-3 for the putout right there. Ends the inning, bottom of the 6th. The Tigers tie the game, 3-3. Moving into the top of the 7th. Things are getting heated up here in Newton Falls.
Raleigh Fingers reveals the substance of the discussion.
He pointed to the on-deck circle. He pointed to first base as if we were going to walk him, and he told me we were going to have Gino stand up, and it looked like there was going to be an intentional walk, and then Gino would jump back down to the catcher's box, and we'd pitch to him. Williams, he wanted me to throw a breaking pitch. He specifically said throw a slider and not a fastball. We threw a slider on the outside part of the plate for a call strike 3.
Led off the inning with a walk. He's at third. Marvin Bernard, a pinch hitter, also walked. He's at second. 1 out.
And Tony Pena came back and he signaled 4 to Larry Kirker.
He bluffed him. Strike 3 call.
And we're going to be back for the top of the 7th inning. It is crunch time here in Newton Falls with a tie game, 3-3 apiece in the top of the 7th inning, as the Lady G-men will bring up the bottom of their lineup with Maddie Wilson, I believe that's Haley Smith, and the slap hitter Annabelle Moore. Moore may have reached a couple times so far. She's been on base a couple times, I believe, this inning, or at least once. Maybe got on base with a walk. But we'll have well, maybe I might have made a mistake there. That's going to be number 9, Colby Fresh, up to bat right now for the Tigers. That ball appears to be in the dirt for a ball.
I noticed that. I was thinking about that. And I was like, we were just talking about how that wasn't going to work yesterday.
We have a 1-0 count. Tavares dealing, and that is a strike. Ball looked to be a little bit on the outside. There's a strike to even a count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here in the top of the 7th inning. Things getting warm here in Newton Falls. I hear him cutting the grass in the background. And there's a foul tip. Yeah, be ready over there in the dugout. That one was coming hot. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Colby Fresh. Colby getting the sign from Coach Fallhaber down there at first base. Trying to protect a little bit. There is a pop foul. Yeah, I don't think anybody saw that one. That one just dribbled just barely over the head of the catcher, Ashley Harvey. And we have 1 ball, 2 strikes. It's still the count. As Tavares trying to get to the bottom of the lineup here for the Lady G-men. And that is going to be strikeout swing and strikeout number 1. Strikeout number 1 of the inning, but for Tavares, I believe that's going to be strikeout number 7 on the afternoon. Up to the plate right now, we will have number 25, Haley Smith, will be at the plate. I believe this is the number 7 hitter for the Lady G-men. She offers at the first pitch, foul ball out of bounds. Somebody asked me a little while ago, what is a G-men? The Garrettsville is new to our league. They're new to the Mahoning Valley Athletic Conference. And G-men, from what I've been told, is like an FBI agent, a detective. It's a government official. I believe a G-men stands for some type of governmental official. So I think of it like a secret agent or detective type individual of the G-men from Garrettsville. 0-1 is the count. Tavares dealing. That looked like that rise ball. Haley Smith, she's seen that one. She laid off that one. Good discipline at the plate right there. And the G-men trying to get something going here in the top of the 7th inning. And there is a pop-up. That's going to be a tough play. First baseman has got it. She's under. She fought the sun that time. I saw the glove up blocking the sun that time for the put-out. Joelle Hood there getting the the second out of the inning right down there on the first base line. I saw the glove up in the air getting the sun out of her eyes that time. I also see the sunglasses on this time. I don't know if she had the sunglasses on last time. She probably did, because it is a beautiful day here in Newton Falls. There's a slap hit back up the middle, and Butler is there to snag it, and she gets the out. The speedster going down. Yeah, she throws the helmet down in frustration. That was a fantastic play from Butler at shortstop to get the 3rd out of the inning. Tie game. Here we go. Bottom of the 7th inning, 3-3. This is what you love about softball right here.
Listen, we're tied 2-2. We just need to get one guy out.
Coach, I can't pitch. These guys are really going to sweat me. They're going to yell, then I can't think. This guy's one of the best hitters in the league.
You're in charge of it, okay? Don't rush. Hey, you can hear Big Papa in your head, right?
Yeah, just sometimes I lose the rhythm.
Miles, you're great.
I've watched her do this long enough. I can make it up as I go. I'm going to say this is Coach K's 25th year of coaching soccer. Probably shouldn't say that on camera. Maybe I should.
Miles! I see some ladies tonight that should be having my baby. Baby.
And we're back for the bottom of the 7th inning. Harvey at the plate. We'll have the bottom of the order here. Ashley Harvey, Maddie Powell, Olivia Valo will be up to bat here in the bottom of the 7th inning as the Tigers look to get something going in a 3-3 game. There's that change-up pitch. That one I think it made it out of play. Foul ball down the left-hand side, just barely over the fence. And Harvey breathes a sigh of relief right there. That's going to even the count, 1 ball, 1 strike apiece. I was just sitting here talking. Coach K, the softball coach, I was trying to do some math here in my head. I'm going to say this is about her. She's been coaching softball since about 1995 and playing along the way there as well. As the pitch that looked like that changeup pitch again fouled off by Harvey, makes it 1-2. She's been coaching softball now in some shape or form for going on probably about 24, 25 years. I do believe there might have been a year or two off in there somewhere. But softball, she's also the volleyball coach here at the school. And she loves being around the game. There is a short little pop-up as the left fielder comes in. She did not catch it. Nope, she dove for it. She just barely missed it. She's frustrated herself. Ashley Harvey is going to reach on a single just over the first. Perfect placement of the ball right there as the left fielder was charging in hard and just barely could not come up with it. I think we're going to have a courtesy runner here that's going to be number 13, Peyton Murphy, into the game for the catcher, Ashley Harvey, and Ashley has got things going in business as the Tigers have a runner on first base with nobody out. I'm going to make a prediction here. I'm going to wonder if we're maybe going to sacrifice and try to get that runner over to second base. We'll see. Maddie Powell's had some good at-bats today at the plate and using her speed. Yeah, she squares around and shows bunt. She does not offer it. That ball is low for ball 1. Good eye there for Maddie Powell. As predicted, I think we were looking to get the sacrifice there and trying to get that runner to second base, get him in scoring position where a base hit might win the game for the Tigers here in the bottom of the 7th inning. There's a really nice bunt from Madison Powell, and she is just barely out at first base. Fantastic sacrifice bunt, but excellent execution there from Madison Powell, getting the bunt down right there in between the catcher and the third baseman, and that advances the runner, puts the runner in scoring position. Did her job. Excellent execution. That's something you like to see as the season goes on. You know, can you get the signal from the coach? Can you get the bunt down? Can you execute and move that runner when you need to? And make plays when you need to. And Valo actually showing bunt here a second time. Yeah, maybe another sacrifice, trying to get that runner over to third base. But like I tell you, that Olivia Valo, smart softball player. She might be reading the defense there and thinking she could maybe get away with one there. As she takes ball 1, yeah, she shows bunt again, and she bunts that one foul. That's going to even the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. I think she is trying to get that runner over to third base. The Tigers do have the top of the lineup coming up. I mean, you get that runner over to third base, and a lot of things take place. You know, pass balls could happen. You could have a wild pitch. We know, we've all watched this game long enough. A lot of crazy things can happen this time. Yep, she's going to show bunt again, and she is going to bunt that one foul, and she is frustrated with herself. Right there, that's going to make the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. I imagine we're going to see the swing away sign from Coach K down there at third base. And now we're going to be in for a battle here. Let's see. Let's put together a good bat here for Valo. And that's going to be a slow roller to the, and they're going to hold that runner at second base. That ball went past the pitcher, went past the third baseman, and Sydney Seaman came in from behind both of them and snagged that ball and just barely threw Valo out at first base. And in doing so, Maddie Powell, Peyton Murphy there on second base everything was in front of her, and she had to hold at second base. So we failed to get that runner over to third. Chloe Butler, top of the lineup at the plate. Chloe Butler on the afternoon. No hits, 3 at-bats. She's had some battles in there. It's crunch time. I look for Chloe Butler to do some good things here. I see her staring at that bat. Great mental routine as she gets ready. 0-1 on the count. Runner on second base, and it's going to be foul ball out of play. All the way over the concession stand there. Just straighten that one out a little bit. Good swing on the ball. 0-2, going to have to protect here. 0-2, 2 outs, bottom of the 7th inning. I imagine a single. They're going to try to score that run from second base. And there is a shot to the shortstop. The shortstop grabbles that ball up. 6-3 for the put out. And that's going to do it for the bottom of the 7th inning. Score is still tied, 3-3. The G-men, I believe, may have the top of the lineup up to bat. So here we go. Extra innings here in Newton Falls.
Love it when you call me Big Pop. Throw your hands in the air. Use a true player. 'Cause
'cause I see some ladies tonight that should be having my baby. Baby. I love it when you call me Big Pop.
Throw your hands in the air, he's a true player. 'Cause I see some ladies tonight that should be having my baby. Baby.
Strike one.
Love it when you call me Big Pop. Throw your hands in the air, he's a true player.
Hey.
'Cause I see some ladies tonight that should be having my baby.
Baby. Love it when you call me Big Pop.
Throw your hands in the air, he's a true player. 'Cause I see some ladies tonight that should be having my baby.
Strike three. Big ball.
And we're back for extra innings here at Newton Falls with a tie game 3-3. We're going to the top of the 8th inning. If you're not familiar with the game of softball, we play until there is a run. I know in some of the other levels, the collegiate level, maybe even into Major League, they like to start off with a runner on second base. Now, in the majors, I can't say I've watched an extra inning baseball game this year. There was talk about taking that rule out. But the G-men have the top of the lineup here with Hahn at the plate, the speedster there, using her left-handed slap hit, trying to get herself on base. This will be a good matchup here for Tavarich late in the game. Anything to keep this young lady off of first base. That's going to even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Kendall Hahn at the plate. I believe she is 1 for 3 on the evening, or on the afternoon, I guess I should say. And that's going to make the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tavarich really starting to throw the ball well here as of late. And there's that slap ball to the second baseman, and she is safe at first. Yep, there's that little slow roller there at the second base. Knight was charging on it, but that's going to be the second hit of the afternoon for Hahn there. She gets on first base, and the G-men are in business now with a runner on first and nobody out, and Sydney Seaman at the plate. That was a slow hit roller there. There's a bunt that went foul, and Hahn there at first base looking to take off. Kendall looking to take off on the pitch. That might have been a sacrifice action there.
New ball, please.
And I think the ball may have been damaged or dirty, I guess I should say. I did see one get hit off the fence the other day, and it took a big old groove out of the ball, and they had to replace it. Not sure if that's what happened in this at bat here. So Seaman at bat, 0-1 is the count. And that runner is taken off, and the throw down to second is not in time. Kendall Hall is going to get a stolen base, and the G-men are in business with a runner on second and nobody out. Nobody out here in the inning. Battle is on here between Tavarich and Seaman. And there is a swing and a miss. I think that's going to even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Yep. The speedster on second base. Looking, you can expect Coach Fallhaver to be aggressive with that runner on second base, and Seaman at the plate. Any kind of ball in play, she's going to try to advance that runner, and she offered at it. She struck, and the ball. She bunted it foul for her 3rd strike, and therefore that makes the runner not allowed to advance. When you bunt the 3rd strike foul, that goes as an out. Runner is not allowed to advance. That's a big break right there for the Tigers. A tough break for the G-men, and she just barely. She offered at it. It would have been a strike, but she just barely touched it with the bat and made that ball go foul. And the runners were certainly moving. Here we have. I believe this is Ketley Fresh at the plate. Excuse me, Ketley Fresh, yes, at the plate, number 11, number 3 hitter for the G-men. 1 out, top of the 8th inning. Still got that runner on second base. And there is a pop-up. I'm going to say that's going to go out of bounds. Mcelrath giving chase, as well as Butler and Valo, but that's going to make it over the fence for a strike. That's going to even the count, I believe. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Ketley Fresh. My apologies for getting the sisters mixed up. And that is strike 3 called, and she let it go. Yep, that is a strike 3 down the plate for the second out. That is a big out for the second out of the inning. Big out there for Tavarich. Up the plate now we have number 6, the third baseman, Montana Mcgranahan. And that is a swing and a miss at the first pitch. That might have been that rise ball. Tavarich has really thrown that rise ball pretty well so far today, this afternoon. Or maybe it's just a high fastball, I'm not sure. 0-1 is the count, and there it is again. Yep, try to get her to chase it a second time. Threw it just a little bit too high that time. Mcgranahan laying off of that pitch, going to even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that's a ball just on the outside. We will have the junior varsity contest directly after this game. After this game is over, that's a foul tip into the glove. That's going to go as a strike. I believe that's going to even the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Tavarich has thrown, as I'm being told, I don't want to say over 80 pitches so far at this game. And like I said, that's going to be a grounder right back to Knight at second base. She makes a real nice snagging move to her right and throws the runner out at first base. That ends the inning. They do get a runner on. They don't score. The Tigers keep them at bay. Here we go. Bottom of the 8th inning. A run is going to win the game. We'll be back right after this. Newton Falls. And we're back here live in the bottom of the 8th inning. The Tigers looking to get a run across to win the game here in extra innings. We'll have the heart of the lineup here, starting on leadoff with Joelle Hood, number 32. Joelle Hood 1 for 2 on the inning, on the game, and did score a run a while back. We'll look to get things started here in the bottom of the 8th. And there's that pitch. Oh boy, she might have been swinging for the fence on that one. Foul tip back. Great cut at the ball right there, just barely missed it. It's going to be 0-1. It's going to be the count to Joelle. Good back into plate, into the box. Here comes the pitch. And that might have been a rise ball up and out of the zone. It's going to even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike is going to be the count. I would look for Joelle to have a super strong at bat here. Very mentally tough young lady at the plate. There's that changeup, and that one that one is gone. That is it. That is the ball game. That is a lead-off, extra innings, home run, win the game, walk-off home run for Joelle Hood. Here is the celebration at the plate. The Lady Tigers win it in 8 innings on a solo shot home run, no doubt, over the left field center, over the center fielder's fence. What a fantastic finish. The more you were on the game, the G-Men, great, fantastic game for the Lady G-Men right there in just fantastic fashion. A walk-off home run for Joelle Hood. I can't say I've seen her hit a home run. She doesn't have any home runs that I know of so far on the year. That might be her first career home run that I know of, and that was a no-doubter right there over the left field fence. What a fantastic finish. Celebrations all around, high fives, heartbreak for the Lady G-men as they're going to drop to 3-5 on the season. The Tigers are going to improve to 5-3 on the season. And the Tigers will get a win in the league. The G-men will drop one more in the league with many, many games yet to play. Fantastic battle here for both teams here. If I could maybe go through some late statistics here to end the game for both teams. For the Lady G-men here, let's see what we got. If I could bring up some statistics here for you real quick, maybe. Lizzie Moore there really pitched a gem of a game. Unfortunate to get that to give up that last hit there in the end. That's a tough break. I know she's going to be beating herself over that. But looking on the evening, on the afternoon, Moore pitched 7 innings, gave up 7 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned runs, only 1 walk and 3 strikeouts. For the Lady G-men, Hahn led the team with 2 hits, scored a run. Sydney Seaman just outstanding in the infield there at shortstop defensively, gets a run. And for the Tigers, Tavares is going to get the win. She pitched 8 innings. She gave up 5 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, but 9 strikeouts. And she had some big strikeouts right there late in the top of the 8th inning. Obviously, the lady of the hour right now, Joelle Hood, that wins the game on the walk-off home run over the left center fielder fence. Joelle ends the day with 2 hits, scored 2 runs, had an RBI. Drake with a hit, scored a run for the Lady G-men, for the Lady Tigers. I believe the Lady Tigers are going to be on to Liberty on Monday, and they've got a schedule that is certainly packed full of games. So let's hope that we continue to have weather like we have today, and continue to enjoy some softball here at Newton Falls. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, that was a fun one. We'll look forward to seeing you again. Best of luck. Mark Baker signing off. Have fun. Thanks.